Merrilmar? Is that you?
Do you not recognize me, lover?
Of course I do. But I thought you were dead.
Have you forgotten my name?
I know all your names. You are life and death, the turning of the wheel, the changing of the age.
Life, death, and rebirth. So, are you surprised?
Surprised.
I thought it would be playful.
Playful.
A fun jest, you know. Did you miss me? Did you think I was really gone?
You knew. You knew this would happen.
Of course I knew. I'm confused. You hardly seem happy to see me.
You did not tell me that you intended to cheat death. Why did you not tell me?
Nick, I have only been gone for a moment.
It has not felt like a moment to me.
I thought it would be fun.
I have mourned you. Each moment since your passing has dragged on like an eternity. All that I used to be has been hollowed out and emptied of its joy. I have missed you for what feels like aeons, and for you it was only fun?
There's no need to get hysterical. Let's start over. Hello, Nick.
You're back.
Yes.
What does that mean?
For who? Us? The universe? The industry?
Let's start with us.
You've really been shaken by this, haven't you?
What did you expect? The great love of my soul was murdered. Or so he let me believe.
I didn't mean to hurt you with this.
That's what worries me. You should have known better. What did you have in mind for us?
Well, much the same as the rest. We pick up where we left off.
We pick up where we left off.
I was thinking so. It's much the same where the universe is concerned. I have more of these, ready to deploy. We dreamed once of setting the stars alight with green flame, of a universe where souls burn brightly without fear of the forge.
I am beginning to wonder whose dream that was.
Did we not share it?
I dreamed, I think, of a universe where you and I could be together without fear. I did not care what color the stars burned in it.
And then there's a matter of the industry. This was always going to be necessary, you see. I knew as soon as I began tinkering with the economy of souls that they were going to try and silence me forever.
I was so afraid of that happening.
I had it taken care of, clearly. When I wake, not only will we have the element of surprise, but when I strike, the message will be undeniable. There's nothing they can do to me that I cannot come back from.
Some time to slumber has not dampened your goals for the industry, then.
No, I am going to murder that old tyrant if it's the last thing I do.
So, what happens now?
What?
In your resurrection, what is there left?
The moments of my slumber are growing rapidly to a close, and then I will burst out of this world. I will awaken in a new and glorious form and complete the transformation of this world.
Transformation.
For a start, I think you'll like what I do with the place.
Merrilmar, there are people here that dwell upon this world. Their lives are fragile.
Aren't they always?
If you rise here, you will wipe out their way of life entirely.
Nick, you really have developed an interest of these little things, haven't you?
It was you who taught me that.
And yet I'm not sure you understand my fascination completely. Life changes, Nick. That's the point of it. After I rise, it will still be alive. Life goes on.
You will destroy a world of people.
And from their bones, worms and crawling fungus and blooming death flowers and flesh-eating tendril and great rot flies and skin beetles and brand new forms of life yet undreamt. Life goes on. So, how am I to make it up to you? A nice walk in the grove? A gift of eyes, of stars? A pretty sculpture of my heart?
I am not sure you are listening to me. These people...
Again with the living things!
I have come to care about them.
Oh. Let me get a grasp of this. You have no warmth to share your love of many millennia, freshly returned from the dead and in need of a little kindness, but you have come to care about the smallest of beings that an aeon ago you would have trampled without care?
I thought you cared about living things.
In a scientific sense, surely. I do not care much of what particular shape they take. Neither did you, once. Rest assured, when I rise, life on this world will not only go on, it will thrive. Its transformation will be complete. You thought it took beautiful shapes before? Just wait until I'm through. I'll have so much for you to watch, Nick, that when we're done here, then I want your eyes on the universe because I'm going to fill it with spectacular lights.
If.
What?
If you rise. The one named Diggory Graves might wake from their slumber and place their hand upon the heart and siphon its energy, or the charges in their hand might go off and damage the shell you dwell in.
You would not let that come to pass. Nick.
I am not sure of anything now.
Are you threatening me? I don't understand. Why this change and angst from you? I thought you would be happy to see me. I thought you would be overjoyed.
Does it bother you that I dote on you no longer?
I never required anything from you. I simply don't understand your sudden wretched mood.
You are the one who made me wretched. How can you not understand that when you died, I died also? Have you seen what I have been doing? I have not your power, nor your creations. I scarcely have a physical form at all, and yet I have been waging war of my own in your memory.
I've noticed. It's been quaint. I've been enjoying these little stories of yours.
You've been listening.
I've been dreaming, haven't I? So where does this leave us?
Somewhere terrible.
An impasse.
Yes. I cannot allow you to rise. I have tried so hard to keep them alive.
You don't want me back.
I would not say it like that.
What have these last few moments done to you?
I suffered without you. I dwelt in agony in your absence.
I am back now! Everything can be how it was before!
No. I do not think it can. There was pain beyond speaking, yes, for the longest time after your death. But then, gradually, I have found new things to fill the emptiness you left in me. I do not look back so often upon our time together. I look forward to a world that I am guiding and a future I must prevent. I take pride in the stories I present to the dreaming universe. I have wondered for so long what I was for. To guard the gates of the Council of Heavens or to be your lackey. I was unable to chase anything of mine. I was too fixated on sitting at your heel. You are correct. I am not the same Nickignick that you left. I have become something of my own. So no, it will not be the way it was before.
You are going to let me die then. Is the new Nickignick a murderer?
We might find out.
You would let the one being in this universe that loves you die for the sake of some world of petty moss and earth?
I am trying to think. I know this much. I cannot allow you to wake. Not here. Not now. There can be no spring.
Awfully set on that, aren't you?
More than you know.
Clearly.
Could you not sleep a little longer?
No, I think not. You'll go whining to Zizixziz, and before you know it, the industry will be reducing this world to embers.
I would not.
You already have. Did you not used to love me, Nickignick?
Of course I did. Strange as it may seem, I often wondered if you loved me.
I am sorry that I did not make it clear enough.
I still love you. That will always be true. Loving you is not an easy business, but I do not regret any of it. The memories I have of us were beautiful ones.
They don't have to be the last, you know.
I know.
Just so long as it's clear that you do have a choice here. You are making a choice.
I know.
So, get it over with.
What?
Wake this soul-stitched ghoul and kill me already. Hit me with your very best.
It is strange. I have loathed Siren Sire and Tolshitol for taking you away from me, each moment for the passing of centuries. And now, if I do nothing, it is by my own hand that you are killed.
Oh, I wouldn't flatter yourself. Have you forgotten already? Killing me is not an easy thing, Nickignick. If you allow my rebirth to be disrupted, it clearly ruins me, but I have already scarred this universe. This world, for example, that cannot be undone. There will always be something left of me. Something regrowing.
You would survive this?
Well, much in the same vein as the life upon this world, I might not. Life goes on. The self is much more fragile.
I am not concerned about the essence of you. I am concerned about you.
Concern seems an apt description for what you're about to do, sure.
What am I about to do?
Well, that depends on if you love me.
I do. You know I do, but I cannot.
You refuse to let my heart complete its process. Very well, although it's not how I would have dreamt it.
Very well.
I ask then that you do something for me.
What would that be?
But it would not be the end. After that, I would ask that you
I cannot. You know that I cannot.
You must!
How could I ever forgive myself?
Think of the universe ahead of you. One that will be forever grateful. Think of the next ones like you and I. They might be out there, even now, listening to these dreams of yours, too afraid to take a step out into the starlight for fear of what might happen.
A better universe for them.
For us, once.
So this is how it ends.
Haven't you learned by now? Endings and beginnings are the same.
I have experienced endings without beginnings. I am about to cause another.
End, beginning, life, death, they each grow from the other. If any of them existed without its counterpart, it would be a dreary eternity indeed. What would there be for you to watch with all those wonderful eyes of yours, if not for change?
I wish it could be how it was before, when it was just you and I, and things were simple.
No, you can never cling to anything forever. It's all temporary.
I hate that.
You shouldn't. There's beauty in it if you look closely.
You're not going to try and stop me?
No,
Why?
I realize when I've made a mistake. I counted on all the variables staying consistent. My elaborate death, my shocking return, all hinged on a string of factors going correctly, and I planned for all of them. For my death at the hands of the industry, for my heart to be buried in the ice, for it to prepare the world for my return to someday be free, that no feeble life would be able to stop me in time. But what I didn't count on was you. I thought I could trust you. I thought your love was undying.
It is.
I thought it would never change, and that is a mistake I realize that I, of all people, should not have assumed. And now, it will cost me everything. But that is the price of arrogance.
I do not want to do this.
It is too late now to stop. Look at them. They're waking.
Would you like it to be quick? Or to give you time?
I would like it slow. As slowly as you can. And I'd like if you told me a story. I like your stories back in the day. I've liked listening to them again.
What would you like a story about?
Anything at all.
There once was a god in an early glade. He walked in places of the universe yet unseen, where the stars glowed with the light of their youth, and the cosmos was painted in colors that have never been seen again. He saw beauty in all that was around him, and he turned his hands to creation. The first motes of life he spun with careful attention, twisted and spiraled their shapes, drew them out into new forms. All the universe was a canvas, and he a painter, and he made it all the more beautiful with his touch.
I like this one.
One day, he came across a very small creature, with many eyes, taking in the universe in wonder. They fell together before they even spoke. For I had never seen such beauty, and he found beauty in all small things. And they walked and sang and danced in the groves of starlight, and lay beneath the boughs of the orchard, and talked of all that they saw, and all the things yet more glorious that might exist after. They lived long together as the stars spun in great circles, and held each other close as planets burst and stars collapsed, and watched the universe twinkle out just as it had once begun.
This isn't how it goes.
It should have been.
It's fiction then, this one.
I find that's sometimes the best kind. The ones we wish were true.
How does it end?
It ends like it began.
How does it begin?
With you and I. And then one of us alone.
Your verdict has been prepared.
I am ready to face it now.
Nicky Nick, 100 Eyes in the Dark. You have been found guilty of the murder of Malomar, Garden of the End.
I know.
For this noble action, you have been redeemed in the eyes of Silent Sire, the Reclaiming Fire.
What?
You have been invited to exit this chamber and take up an immediate post at the Council of Heavens.
What? So I can be his watchdog again?
No. To take your chair at the Council of Heavens. The Industry of Souls has determined that you have sacrificed much to protect the universe, and rewards you with a seat at the table. Will you accept it?
I have dreamed my whole existence of this. I will. The voice of the Auditor is Jimmy Yamaguchi. You may know him from games like Smite or King's Hunt, or podcasts like The Silt Verses. You can find him online at www.yamavoicethat.com or on social media at Jimmy Yamaguchi. The voice of Merylmar Reborn and Reborn is Evan Michael Lee. You can find him on social media at Evan Michael Lee. Hello from the Hallowoods is written and produced by William A. Wellman. Hello, that's me. If you enjoyed this show, please don't forget to follow it and share it with a friend. The bonus story that goes with this episode is called File 30, U, and is available on the show's Patreon at patreon.com/Hallowoods. Because we operate without ads or sponsors, our supporters are all that keeps the show going. Plus, supporters get weekly bonus stories, access to our weekly Q&A live stream, behind-the-scenes content, exclusive merch, and even more. Merchandise and episode transcripts are available at hellofromthehallowoods.com. You can even find us on social media at the Hallowoods. Music is used under license from artlist.io. Until next time, dreamers, please be aware that not all couples counselors will accept working with eldritch horrors. They're not supposed to sympathize with you about being driven mad.